the top 3 things you should be measuring in Google Analytics. Hello, it's John, it's the Marketing for Owners podcast. On a lovely Monday, not so nice, perhaps I'm indoors because it's a bit windy outside, makes a lot of noise in the microphone, and it's cold. But it's a lovely May. May is a great month as we transition into the summer. It's always popular around my neck of the woods. But before I go into the Google Analytics, I'm just going to answer a question because a lot of people ask, what do you do, John? What is marketing for owners all about? So I'll give you a very, very brief a rundown. I sell stuff through my businesses. Okay, so marketing for owners is it's more than a hobby. It's where and I'm not going to give it the old I give back, I want to help everybody, but it's where I just tell you how I get on, the things I've learned, the things that will help you increase your business. And the reason for that is because when I started, couldn't find any of this kind of advice. And if I'd have known then what I know now, it would have accelerated multifold. Right? You need mentors, you need masterminds, you need advice. If you think you don't, then what is the matter with you? Why not? Why? How on earth do you think you're that much of an expert that you can't take advice from anybody else? It doesn't have to be from me, but there are so many people out there who are going to help you build your business. If you think you know it, I imagine you run a very small business and I imagine you've had it for a long time. It's very stressful. Right? I'm very lazy. There are things I look for, the little edge, the little compound, the little things that make a difference. And that's what I tell you. And that's what I show in the Owners Club. Now, the Owners Club is where we have a paid product. It's a monthly fee. You come and go as you please. You can stay forever or you can just try it for a month and move on. It costs £29 per month. And I guarantee I will help you with your business. Very simply, I can make business easier for you. And you want it easy. That's why you're looking on the internet, listening to podcasts. You're looking for that magic thing where someone says, do this, and your sales will triple. It's not going to happen. But there are ways of making it easier. And it is things like this. So in this month, in May, we're concentrating on the 5th question of the 5 questions, which is the what. What did we do? It's where we look at measuring everything, because many of us do things in business and we do not measure. We get our accounts once a year. We don't look at them. We don't understand them. We don't know what they mean. We're doing it because we have to. We have Google Analytics. We don't look, or if we do, we look at the wrong things. So today we're going to talk about Google Analytics, which is for your website. Now, of course, you might not have a website, but then you are going to die, my friend. Your business is not a real business. How can you not have a website? Seriously, how? It's 2017. So if you've got a website, you have to have Google Analytics. Now, there are probably many of you thinking, well, I don't know how to install it. It's as easy peasy can be. Just Google how to install Google Analytics if you can't pay someone online somewhere to get it on your site. It's actually, it's been made idiot-proof. It's been made more simple and more simple. There are people who will get it on your website. Go to Fiverr and see if someone will install Google Analytics. I'm sure you'll be able to find someone on there. Anyway, the things to measure, in my opinion, things that have significance. So the first one is the time on site. Okay. Now what that means is when someone comes to your website, how much time they spend in total in one go, in a session. Google calls these these sessions, right? So when someone comes to your website, they mess about, they look at a few pages or one page or whatever. It is a session. And you can have 100,000 sessions per month. Fantastic. However, if they are all leaving after 10 seconds, then it's fair to say they're not very engaged and they're not actually consuming your content, and they are of no use whatsoever. Now, let me introduce you to a very sobering part of your Google Analytics. So in your Google Analytics, in the left sidebar, whatever you're looking at, if you go into your audience, okay, and then scroll down to behavior, and then this is I could show you, but I'm not going to, because I'm going to show you all my stuff. Under behavior, there is one of the options is engagement. Now, when you look at that, they have a 0 to 10 seconds. A lot of the visits are from spammers, from bots, from online robots, little scripts that crawl through websites, looking for email addresses to add them to spam lists, looking for information to send back to Google or to Facebook or to all sorts of things. Oh, it's amazing how this stuff works. And I'm not even technical. However, I can guarantee that if someone is on your website for less than 10 seconds, they're not engaged. A massive proportion of the people who visit your site are in that section. So look at that and make an effort to get that up, because time on site means they are actually enjoying your content and looking around. They are reading it properly and thoroughly. They're not just scanning and leaving and going to the next one. So that is a metric that you need to look at and you need to raise over time, because if you can raise the time on site, you are providing better content or a better experience for the user. And that's half the battle. The next one is pages. Very, very simple. If somebody comes to you, so someone makes a search, what is I sell fire safety stuff, so what is the best fire extinguisher for a hairdressing salon? If we have an article that answers that, that's great. We may come at the top of Google, they read that, and then they're off. And that's it. Now, our job is to bring them in like that and then to tempt them to read something else or to take an action or to go and buy something or to sign up to something. So if our average is less than 1 page per visitor, it means they're not reading more. If our average is 3 or 4 pages, that's great. It's the start. It means they're more engaged. If you look through, you'll find visitors from, say, Pinterest consume more pages than someone from Twitter. And from certain sources, you'll find people from referrals spend longer on their site, or people that come direct. Obviously, they know the web address and they're coming, will spend longer on site and consume more pages. So again, pages on average is a metric you need to add over time. And one of the other things under that behavior tab, remember I said when under audience behavior, there's another one about new versus returning, because the third metric you want to be measuring is repeat viewers, people who come back again and again. Because if people don't come back, if of your visitors 99% are new, then fine if you've got 1 million viewers and it's going up and up, but generally you want people to come back every now and again. You want to be the resource, you want to be their reliable source of information, and for that they need to come back. If you look at that statistic, new versus repeat customers, you'll find that the repeat ones will be on your site for a lot more and consume a lot more, and they'll spend a lot more. Our repeat customers spend something like 5 times as much as a new customer. So those 3 will help you increase the quality and the experience of the user. Very simple. Simple as that. Just measure them. It's all there for you. Google Analytics, you can get the report automatically, and that's that. we'll be measuring more statistics and little things that make a difference over the coming month. But it's Monday, so it's not Monday, sorry, it's a Thursday. Did I say a Monday? What's the matter with me? It's Thursday. Dear, oh dear. And it is time for a Drive Time podcast. It's time for my good friend Hal Elrod. He's not actually my good friend, but he is such a nice guy. When I hear him, he feels like he's smiling, which he is usually, and he's been very ill lately, but he's enthusiastic and he feels like he's your friend. He is the author of the book Miracle Morning, which is, I haven't recommended recently, but it's a great book. No, I haven't got it on here, but it's I can't remember when I recommended it, but seriously, you should read it, and you don't have to get up that early, but it's just having a morning routine. But his podcast is called Achieve Your Goals by Hal Elrod. I recommend it. You'll love it. Tomorrow we have our ones to watch, and tomorrow we've got a wonderful gentleman called Stephen Hackett. Now he is good. If anyone is interested in podcasting, you'll love that. Talk to you soon.